My dad, God bless him, passed away a few years ago now, right at the turn of the century. But he was a great singer, my dad. Just a working man all his life, but he liked to sing. He was the Irish side of the family. And this is the sort of stuff you might sing after a few pints of Guinness in the old days. Actually, when I say that, I'm lying, because in the old days there were no pints of Guinness, there were only bottles of Guinness. It's true. A lot of people, the youngsters don't realise that. This before he came out, I don't know what, 60s, early 60s, maybe late 50s, early 60s. My dad would never touch draft Guinness. He was an Irishman and he drank the bottled Guinness extra stout. That's what he drank. And so, I can tell you another little story. So I'll tell you a story. I love to tell the Americans this story because it's an absolutely true story. All the Americans say, why do you drink a warm beer? Right? Right. I'm going to tell you why. First things first, we were drinking beer before they invented fridges. So that's one of the reasons. Right? Absolutely true story. In the winter, I actually was brought up in the north of England. Irish father, Scottish mother, born in Yorkshire in the north of England. And this was my father's thermostat for the Guinness. Absolutely true stories. We had no fridge in our house. When I was a kid, we had nothing. When I was born, we had no indoor plumbing in my house where I was born. Absolutely true story. And I'm not that old, I'm only 39. Anyway, my dad always had bottles of Guinness in the house for a drink. This is an absolutely true story. This is how you do the temperature of the Guinness. They were kept on the cellar steps. The stone steps of the cellar, you know what I'm talking about, the cellar underneath the house, in the old house in the north of England. In the winter, they were on the top step. My dad would come in at night from work, get a bottle of Guinness off the top step of the cellar, drinking it. As the summer came on, as the weather got warmer, the Guinness moved down the step. Absolutely true story. By the time you got to the middle of the summer, the Guinness was on the cellar floor. He just moved down steps like that, depending on and that was our first refrigerator in our house. Absolutely true story.